Welcome to mycloud Sparks demonstration. In this video, we will learn how to create a reservation.
This is the interface of the mycloud Sparks PMS. Here in the center, you will see the name of your property followed by the property code. Just below that, you will see the current business date of your system. On the right hand side, you can check which user is currently logged into the system. Under settings, you can change the password or you can sign out. Under my products, you can switch to another mycloud product. Now here we have three modules onto the system. First is the mycloud PMS, mycloud POS and mycloud system admin. We will start the demonstration of mycloud PMS. Now we will start with front desk. Once you click on front desk, this is the tape chart that you will see on the screen. Here you will check the current business date of the system. Under chart view, we have three types of views. Under display, we have two options here. First is all booking, which means the system will show you all the bookings that we have created onto the system. Under assigned rooms, you will only able to see the bookings with which we have assigned a room number. On the right hand side, we have some color codings. With the help of that, you can identify if I have this red color booking here, so what is the status of this booking, which means if a booking is in red color, that means it is a today's departure. If I have a booking in a gray color, which means it's a confirmed booking. If I have a blue one, that means it's an in-house booking. So with the help of this, you can identify the status of any of your booking. Now we have created multiple room types onto the system in this gray line. I have created this deluxe king room, and the best part is that you do not have to go anywhere to check what is my availability for today. So if I would like to check my availability for 18th, that is I want to check what is my availability for deluxe king room on 18th. So I can directly check here. This 5 indicates that I have 5 rooms available under this category. Now on the right hand side, I have this room statistics. If I click here, I will be able to see the entire house position of my hotel, which means this is a quick snapshot of how the hotel is performing, the overall status for a day. Now I have my few quick links here. With the help of that, I can check my availability. Click here. This is how you can check the availability details. Again, with the color coding, I can check the green colors, which means I have my available rooms under all the category. If you can see any pink color anywhere, that will reflect that you do not have any particular room available for that day. Then I have my link to check my rates. Click here. This is how you can check the availability details. Again, with the color coding, whatever rates I have added onto the system for a particular room type, I can identify from here or I can check. Then I have my foreign currency calculator. If I want to convert any currency into check, then I can do from here. From INR to dirhams or dollars, whichever currency you would like to check, you can select from the drop downs and do that. Then again, I have a shortcut link for this room statistic that we have just checked. Now we will learn how to create a reservation. So as I hover my mouse here onto this Deluxe King category, you can see to make quick reservation, please select the dates by dragging onto the cell. So that is exactly what I'm going to do now. I will click here and I will drag the cell. Once I do that, a quick reservation form will open like this. Now that I have selected my Deluxe King category and I have also selected the dates from here onto the tape chart, I do not have to enter these details again. What I need to enter is I just have to enter my guest name. So now I will enter the name. Once I do that, I just have to enter my agreed rate. Whatever rate you have agreed to the guest, that you can mention here. You can change your rate type from here and you just have to click on confirm. Once you do that, the system will give you a pop-up that do you want to send the confirmation letter once you save these. So if you have the email address of the guest, you can definitely click on yes and the confirmation letter will be sent to a guest email ID. So how much time it takes is just your 5-10 seconds to just enter the guest name. Rest of the detail system is already picking from the particular room type where you want to create a reservation.
Now that we have created a reservation, we will see how to check in this one. We will select our room from here, select the room number, click on save and click on check in. Just like this, we will check in the room. So once we do that, we will focus on the few red hot buttons that we have created. You can click on personal information. From here you can enter the guest detail, address, their professional information, the guest travel details, when they are arriving, for how long they are staying, and similarly you can also add the visa documents and you can upload it from here. Then we have the rate plan option, from where you can change your rate type. You can change the agreed rate like this. You can add any inclusions if you want to. You can change the meal plan and save it. Then you have perform my invoice option, from where you can check the PI. Whatever the rates you have entered, you can either view, print it, or you can email it directly to the guest by entering their email address here, or you can directly view and print it. Click OK, and this is how the PI will appear. Then next you can check the logs. Once you click on log, this is how you will be able to see the log. Reservation created by the user, meal plan added by the user, agreed rate modified from 0 to this. So just like this, everything will be recorded under the system. Then we have the caching option. option. So from here you can post the room charges, any other transportation charges, any F&B charges. So we have the option to print the invoice. We can apply the discount from here. We have our guest details. Once we scroll down, we have the revenue option. To post the charges, you will click here, select room. Room charges will appear, select, and once you click outside, the system will automatically pick the price of that particular reservation. Under the reference, you can mention room charges and click on post. So just like this, you can easily post the room charges. So system will ask you, should room charge be posted at night audit? You will click on no, otherwise there will be 2 room charges posted. So as we are doing it manually, we will click on no. Now our room charge will appear like this. To settle this payment, we will click on this card icon. Click here. We have the payment mode created here. Select the particular payment mode that you would like to use, as we'll be using cash as of now. Under reference, we will mention cash collected, and then just settle. Once you click on settle, the payment summary will appear that we have collected the cash for this particular reservation. Now we can easily check out the guest. We will click here. The guest is checked out now, and our final invoice will appear. So this is how the invoice will appear. Now that we have completed the reservation on how to create one, how to do the check-in, collect the payment and check out, we will move to the housekeeping. Under housekeeping, you can change the status of a particular room from clean to dirty, dirty to clean, sanitized to clean. So once you check out a guest, you have to always change the room status as clean. Then we have the out of order details. We have 2 options, temporary out of order and permanent out of order. In case there is a temporary work going on for like an hour or 2, then you can always click on temporary out of order, and you can put room number 101 as a temporary out of order till date, and then the time, and mention the remarks. So as soon as that particular work is done, you can always click and remove this one. Similarly, we have the permanent out of order. So permanent out of order is best to use when you have any work going on for a day or 2 where you want to close the inventory on the channel manager as well. So whenever you will put any permanent out of order on a particular room type, that particular room will be removed from the inventory, as we are not selling it. So similarly, the same inventory will be pushed to the channel manager. You can select the date from and date to and mention the remarks, and then you can save it. Then you can also assign the maid from here. If you have a list of maids you have created onto the system, select the particular name of the maid, select the date and 2 remarks and also the remarks, and for a particular room type you can assign a maid. Then we have 200 plus report into the system. Whatever reports you use, the reports that we use on daily basis will appear like this: daily business report and daily sales report. Click here. You can either view print it, select the date for which you're looking for. You can either export it to Excel, you can email it to your email address, or you can schedule this report. So under schedule, it's a very good option that we have on our PMS, where you can active this particular report scheduler. You can select the days on which you want this particular report to be sent on a particular email address on a regular basis. If you want this report to become on an alternative basis, then you can also remove 1 day from here, or you can select all days, select a particular time. At that particular time, every day you will receive this report on your email address. You can also mention the subject and the message for that, and you can update the schedule. Similarly, we have other report as well: the transaction register, the history and forecast report. So whatever report you're looking for, everything is available onto the system. Then under accounting, we have GST invoices. From here, whatever invoice is generated on any particular day, if you want to look for 14th of August, you can double click here. Every invoice that has been generated on this particular day, you can click on that. You can print selected invoice, and you'll be able to get the printout of that particular invoice. So all these invoices that we have is coming from PMS or POS. So this is how we'll be making the reservation. This is the entire PMS that we'll be using on a regular basis for your operations. Then to move to a different product, we will again click on these arrows. We will move to mycloud POS. Under mycloud POS, we'll move to POS cashiering, and we'll learn with how to create a new check. We will select our outlet, Tandoori Nights. We will open the menu. We have drinks and food. We will create a new check. We will click here. We will select our item. We can enter the open item as well. Click OK. Just like this, you can add your items, enter the table number, enter your comments if there is any, and just save the check. Once you do that, you will get the KOT on a thermal printer. If you want to void any particular item from this order, you can click on void item, enter the quantity, select the particular reason with which you want to void the item, and then just click on void. So just like this, you'll be able to void any particular item from this check. If you want to void the entire check, then you can click on void check, select a reason that is suitable, and click on void. So entire check will be void. You can also split this check. If any guest is saying that we're 2 people and you want to split into 2, then you can always select that particular item, enter for how many people you want to split it, and just click on save. So once you do that, this particular check will be split into 2. And once you split a check, you always have the option to merge that particular check. So you can always click on merge, and that check number will appear here. You can click on that and you'll be able to merge it. Then we have the option to apply any discount. If you want to give a 10% discount, mention your remarks and just click on OK. Your discount will be applied. Just like this, you can apply the discount, and then we have the option to remove discount. You can always remove this discount. To display how the check will appear, you can always get a draft check, display check, and this is how the draft check will look like. You will get the name of your restaurant here, at the time when the check has been created, the cashier name, the outlet, the description of the items that we have entered, the quantity, price, and everything. Then we have the option to add tips. If you want to settle this particular check under cash, then you can click on cash. Everything is mentioned here. You can select the person who is eating at the restaurant, whether it's a non-resident one or a resident one. Select from here and just click on settle. So now that we have mistakenly settled this particular check to the cash one, I would like to reverse it. You're trying to reverse an invoice check. So now we can reverse this one, and I would like to settle this to a room account, as it was a resident guest who is currently staying in my property, and I will be transferring this particular charge to their room number. So I'll select room account. I'll search for a room number or any room number. So just like this, the guest detail will appear. Click on the guest name, everything will appear here, and just click on settle. So now that I have posted these to my room account, settling this to an employee settle, and this check will not be able to reverse as it's a non-chargeable one. So make sure whenever you're selecting this option that this is a check that we are creating for an employee only. Click on yes, select the particular name of the employee for which you have created this one, mention the discount, mention the remarks, and click on OK. So this is pretty much everything with the PMS in POS. Thank you for watching the demonstration.